Check, check. Okay, there we go. Should be able to hear me. Hello, Tim. Can you hear me?
Hey, how are you?
Awesome.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. You're a
Okay.
little quiet on my end, but that might be my setup.
Say that one more time. A little quiet.
Yeah.
Hmm. I'm gonna play a little bit. Tell me how that's. Still kind of quiet.
That's lovely. That's beautiful.
Just
Awesome.
these settings. Real quick. Okay, I just changed the voice to studio, so maybe that will help a little bit. How are you doing?
The voice mic is still a little quiet.
Oh, I lost you somehow.
The voice mic is still a little quiet.
Okay, I'm using the same mic.
Okay.
So is this better if I get right up on it?
Yeah, much better. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I'll talk more directly into it then.
Okay. Okay. How's your Sunday?
It's been okay. Performance days, I'm always a little insane, so
I know the feeling. I know the feeling.
second guessing everything that I think and do, I'm my own pointed stick. How about that?
Nice. It's good to have one that
Yeah?
you can count on. Well, we just finished the honey harvesting party over here.
Oh yeah, how'd that go?
Very well. Yeah, we had a good turnout. A bunch of people came and went away with jars of honey. We had a little bit lower yield in honey, but still it was a lot of honey. I think we have maybe about 30 pounds of honey this year. Um, yeah,
How long have you been beekeeping?
this is my second year.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm excited. It's I've been learning a lot, and this year I got to in addition to harvest the honey, I got to celebrate by having people enjoy some of my homemade root beer.
Nice. Yeah, I
Yeah.
noticed I saw you were bottling stuff on Facebook. That's really cool.
Yeah, it's really it's good stuff. I'm enjoying it. I think we're honing in on a good recipe. You got to reduce the sugar, I think, and reduce the anise. I think there's too much anise in it. But
Yeah, I've brewed beer before, but I don't know much about brewing root beer.
yeah, it's really simple and easy. Sarsaparilla, sassafras, juniper berries, stuff like that. It's really very very easy. Just you brew it, you boil it up, add some sugar, a little bit of maltodextrin, bottle it up with some yeast, and away you go. It's not very hard to make. Um, so we got about 4 minutes. Let's talk a little bit about the format again. Just to remind you, we'll kind of do a little introduction. Hang on, let me modify my. There, you can see a little bit more of the room. Okay. I'll talk a little bit about how I know you and give you a little bit of an introduction, and then turn it over to you, and
Okay.
then at about at a natural break or the 30-minute mark, whichever whichever feels right, we'll kind of stop and switch over to the next segment, and then at the end, wherever you feel like it's a good completion point, then again I'll chat with you a little bit, and then I'll do some improvisation to close it out, and that will be the show.
Okay. Well, my stuff kind of breaks into 3 parts. I'm going to do the nylon string. I have 4 sort of etudes in a D minor tuning.
Okay.
And then those, I would say no more than 15 minutes for that set.
Okay.
And then I'll switch over to the ovation, and depending on how I feel, I've got one of the Bach preludes that I think I'll take a swing at, and then I have some. Again, it's sort of in the spirit of what I did in the first quarter or first little bit, which is sort of some etudes that I've been working on. They're very simple, they're very short, so I'm kind of just going to play through those and just burn right through them.
Okay.
I think there's 4 of those, and then I need to tune my guitar, and I think that would put us at about 30 or 40 minutes at that point. So I need to tune the nylon back to standard tuning,
Okay.
and then I've got 3 more songs that I can play just based on time. So those are a little bit longer. They're a little bit more compositions for guitar.
Uh-huh.
They're sort of those are my big heavy hitter pieces that I wrote. So, but I'll need some time to retune, and so I don't know if that's. Does everybody have to kind of log out and log back in to sort of?
They have to switch
get
to a different link. So yeah,
Okay.
so it is a significant jump. It's like a movable feast, right? You actually have to go to a different link.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll just kind of keep an eye, and if whenever we need to do that, I'm thinking I can get those first 2 sets done in about 30 minutes. So if that's a good stopping place to do that.
Perfect. That's perfect. Absolutely.
Okay. All right,
Awesome.
good. That'll give me some time to reset and tune this guitar. I wish I had 2 nice nylon string guitars. I could keep this D minor tuning is just not a functional tuning. It's really cool, but I wrote these songs and then never used the tuning for anything else. So it's and I never play them. I never play them live because I never want to deal with it. So this is sort of fun for me to that's what I'm gonna start with tonight is these little things, what I call excogitations. So tuning will take me a minute or 2 to kind of get that guitar set back up, and then from there I can play 1 or 2 and just kind of look at the clock, and then if we're getting close to wrapping up, then I can cut the last one if need be.
Okay. No, that sounds perfect. That's a nice setup, nice framework. Well, it's right at 5:30, so if you're ready, we can go ahead and begin.
All right, sounds good.
Awesome. Well, it looks like we have one viewer here. I know that several people from the honey harvesting. Oh, two viewers. So that's good. Several people from the honey harvesting party said they might tune in a little bit later. So welcome back to the Emerald City Music Night. We took a little hiatus in the month of July, and we're back. We've got a special guest, Tim Doyle, who's going to be playing some acoustic guitar for us tonight. I met Tim, I think, for the first time in Massachusetts. Is that right? You were on the course there, right?
Yeah, the Orchestra 7.
I'm sorry?
I think it was Crafty Orchestra 7.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. And did you play Hope that year with you and Ethan?
I did. Ethan Sherman and I played that for, I think, our last lunch. We got up and played that.
Oh, it was beautiful. It was flawless. I've never heard Hope played quite so well before. It was really amazing.
Thank you. My legs were shaking the entire time, so that's all I really remember.
Well, it didn't show at all. It was just spot on. It was awesome. And then again, you toured with us for the West Coast tour, right?
Yeah, Orchestra 9. Yeah, that was the second one.
That's right. And so tell me also, can you talk a little bit about? So you've studied guitar at University of Indiana, is that right?
Indiana State University is where I got my master's degree, I did my undergraduate at University of North Carolina at Greensboro um, back in the early 2000s. And between those two degrees, I was living in Austin, Texas, sort of hustling my way around as a guitar player.
Well, I was wondering why you had the 512 area code on your phone when you called me. I was like, that's Austin. I know that area code.
Yeah, once you get a good number, you keep it. So.
That's right. Well, I'm so excited about your music. After we did the little sound test, I was really pleasantly surprised by the quality, because we've had so much technical difficulties. So I'm very excited to hear you, and because of that, I'm ready to kind of just let you go ahead and launch, if that's all right with you.
Sounds good.
Awesome. Well, everyone, welcome to Tim Doyle. Let's give him a round, and I guess you can't hear them clapping.
No.
I'm going to turn my mic off.
the mic was turned a little bit down on that very first one, so nobody may not have been able to hear that one very well. So,
Tim, that
But-
was just awesome. That was
Thank you.
outstanding.
so I was sharing with Greg that this is a D minor tuning, which is it's really not functional out anywhere else. But I came across it and wrote those little things 4 or 5 years ago. They're fun to play, but I don't get to play them very often. I'm going to switch over now to steel string and swing out some other stuff for you.
Hey Tim, I just want to let you know we're starting to get some serious lag. So if you want to press on for this fourth piece, we can, but you might want to switch it over to the next segment as well. It's really up to you, but we're starting to get some pretty serious lag.
Yeah, let's go ahead and switch on over.
Okay, all right. So I posted the link. I'm gonna post to you the performer link, but I'm gonna shut down this broadcast and let our viewers. We have 8 viewers now. Awesome. Let them all know to go over to the second segment of the Emerald City Music Night to pick up the remainder of the performance. And Tim, I just got to hand it to you. That last piece was just outstanding. Really, really beautiful. Is that one of your compositions?
So yeah, I wrote that this summer. It's actually written for multiple guitars, but since I'm sort of a lone crafty, I've been trying to learn to use a loop station, which is sort of new for me. So.
Wow. Wow. Really, really amazing. Really amazing. Well, I'm looking forward to hearing more. Let's just switch over to the next segment here. It just take us a couple of minutes here. All right.
Okay, thanks.
Sure.